Hey folks, Deano here again with part 2 of my Demoniacal Fit Untamed Power review. This is going to be the usual spiel, comparing them to all the different variations of the figure that I've got, doing some head swaps, and yeah, bonus part for this video is the Daima Goku. I'm going to see what the new head sculpt looks like on it. And I'm also going to try swapping the faces from KW onto the Demonical Fit head and vice versa. And bonus, I'm going to be comparing the accessories that came with the Black Hole toys and proving once and for all that they are using the same molds as what Demonical Fit used. Which basically means that Black Hole toys kind of pinched the molds. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, Black Hole toys, as far as I know, there's never been outright confirmation of it, but word on the street is they started off as part of Demonical Fit, but they broke off into their own group, and I would assume that when they left, they took a lot of the older renders with them, which is why we are getting some strange coincidences at the moment. But yeah, let's start off with checking out the 3 Gokus. Well, we'll check the Black Hole toys and the Demonical Fit one to start with. So let me get all of this out of the way and let's get started. So yeah, first things first, let's take a look at namely the 2 accessories that came with both figures that are suspiciously similar. So yeah, first off we have the rock formations, which at first glance you would think they're not quite the same. The feet ports are not the same, but no, they are actually the same sculpt. If you look specifically at this cut right here, and you can quite clearly see it cuts across. That same cut is on here. There's also like this little rock part here, and yeah, they're quite clearly the exact same sculpt. Only difference being on the bottom, for some reason Black Hole toys have used like a textured effect down the bottom, which means it doesn't sit flush. Demonical Fit have just used a flat piece on the base, which makes it sit really nicely. Also, despite the fact that the cutouts on the Black Hole toys version are deeper for the feet, they don't actually fit any of them. Like, if I attempt to do that, they do not pop in, like, at all. The heel just fit in there. That's literally a first. It loves to make a fool of me. But they don't fit in all the way. So yeah. Do I prefer one to the other? I prefer the overall colour of this one, Demonical Fits, but I like the added like moss effect and stuff on this one. So I don't know, I might use this as like a Saiyan saga rock formation. But yeah, for those of you who were curious, they are the exact same mold. So yeah, getting those out of the way, we have the next curious inclusion, which is the crossed arms. So yeah, apart from the fact that Black Hole Toys paint application seems a bit sloppy on the hands, these are indeed the exact same sculpt. Again, like you can tell, my camera keeps trying to focus behind me. Yeah, you can tell they are the same mold. There is the exact same sculpt pattern on both. Difference is, Black Hole Toys did not account for popping the arms off and on properly. So when I tried this in my original review of the Black Hole Toys figure, I pretty much broke one of the arms. They no longer pop in properly. They pop in, but not very well. So yeah, I am pleased to report Demonical fit, on the other hand. Well, it's a bit of a tight fit. It pops off extremely well, and the crossed arms do indeed pop on really easily. I'm not doing both because, you know me and crossed arms, it's a pain in the backside to get it on and off, and yeah, there we go, clips back in nicely. Yeah, so basically, unlike the Black Hole Toys one, I have no fear of this guy snapping at any point. Will that be my undoing? We shall see. In terms of the faces, we have a strange one with Black Hole Toys. Like, again, they included an alternate head with theirs, which was this windswept one. But they didn't account for the faces actually fitting the standard head. So, yeah, while the faces look better, like if we take these two side by side, I mean, frankly, at this point, I do still prefer the Demonical fit ones, to be honest with you. Because, spoilers, I have customized one of the hairs, I can't remember which one, to fit these faces. So, yeah, you can't get these to work with the standard head without a lot of fiddling. You only get one like made up head or made up face for Black Hole Toys base head out of the box. The other three come decaled. You basically have to do it yourself. I didn't ever bother doing it because why would I? But yeah, while the faces look really detailed, I don't know, I still prefer the Demonical fit now. The only one we can straight up compare would be the Smirk face, which, to be honest, on Black Hole Toys copy was quite poorly done. The eyes aren't straight or anything, whereas Demonical fits are matte as well. The Black Hole Toys ones are quite shiny, like he's greasy. You also have Teeth Gritted face, which again, these aren't straight comparisons because the Black Hole Toys ones are new moulds, but those new moulds do not fit in the original face. But yeah, I'll be honest, I prefer Demonical fits. And finally, we get the yelling face, which again, I said in the standard review for the Demonical fit, I don't think there's enough expression in this guy, whereas this one almost has too much expression. But yeah, that's just a comparison between all of the different heads. You do get a smirking face for like the windswept head, but no point viewing it because it doesn't work. Blah blah blah. So yeah, comparing the two figures themselves side by side, you'll see that even though Black Hole Toys like basically created their own Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the Demonical fit one still has height on it. So, I mean, Black Hole Toys didn't take the sculpt, at least, or the render for the Super Saiyan 4 and use that. They used their own. But yeah, quite frankly, I much prefer the colour scheme of the Demonical fit. The Black Hole Toys one is nice. The pants, if they would have been like painted or had a better plastic used, I maybe would have preferred this colour scheme because this is closer to like old fighting games like Budokai. But yeah, it doesn't look right to me. The shading on the chest is nice, don't get me wrong. But yeah, you can tell there's a difference in colour between the forearm and the bicep. Yeah, the Black Hole Toys figures were a bit of a letdown, gotta be honest. They're decent enough figures, they just don't hold a candle to Demonical fits, to be completely honest with you. So yeah, let's take a quick look at the GT Kid Goku now. So yeah, to be honest, mostly the GT Kid Goku is here just for me to pick which head will end up on this guy and which one will end up on the Daima Goku. Although at this point, the Super Saiyan Daima Goku he's been revealed, but he hasn't been given a release date yet. So yeah, by all intents and purposes, this is only if you don't want to buy a separate Daima Kid Goku, specifically for Super Saiyan. But yeah, just bear that in mind. So yeah, if we move these guys back a bit and take a look at these two head sculpts, you will notice straight off the bat, the Demonical fit one is a lot bigger. There's a lot more depth to it. To be honest, I prefer that for GT Kid Goku. Whereas this one, even though it was a bit too small for the GT Kid Goku in my opinion, I think it works better for the Daima. So what we will do is we will quickly test it. Do I still have the blue tack kicking about? Bear with me. Yes, I do. I just couldn't find it. So yeah, if we just stick a big blob of it in there. And pop that down like so. Revenge of the Tackers. Or the Tackers strike again. And yeah, it looks okay, but the sheer weight of this head means that blue tack isn't holding the weight of this head sculpt, which is a bit of a shame. Gotta be honest, I have zero idea why they decided to make different sizes for the heads, the head pegs. Honestly, if you could get it to work, I think it would look pretty decent, but the hair is just a bit too much for me, to be completely honest with you, which is why I'll probably end up going with the KW Studio. So yeah, it does get some use. Let's see, do these faces work with the KW Studio heads? This is the teeth gritted face from Demonical Fit set. Yeah, they do fit. I'd hoped they would, because both of these face sculpts are based off the GT Kid Goku mold. So yeah, that actually looks quite good. I like that. That bit hasn't popped in properly. There we go. Yeah, I quite like that. I do. It seems the faces might be a tad bit wider or like thicker than the KW Studio, are they? No, they're pretty much identical. So yeah, if I take this off and see if I can find this one, because this is quite frankly my favourite face from the KW sculpts. Yeah, that fits on there perfectly. Okay, that looks a lot better than I thought it would. Does that actually look better than the standard one? I mean, it might. I think it's purely because the pupils on the KW Studio one are the standard sort of half moon, whereas for whatever reason the Demonical Fit ones are almost full circles. So yeah, I suppose that proves that they fit on the Super Saiyan head. That is really good to know. In fact, let's pop that back on, pop it on the GT Kid Goku and see. That's not the right one. I'm working blind here, folks. Apologies. I've dropped everything behind the camera. There we go. And what if we then pop that on there? Yeah, I like that. That is a good combination. A really good combination. So what about this? Let's put the smiling face, because obviously Daima Kid Goku, he's quite a happy chappy in the anime so far. So yeah, for some reason the KW Studio heads are fitting perfectly fine on the Demonical Fit sculpt, but the other way about, I'm having a bit of tolerance issues. I don't know if that's purely because of the KW Studio heads not being the best when it comes to sculpts. But yeah, yeah, that looks quite good. Where did I put my blue tack? No, I put it back in there. So if we pop that in, and yeah, that might be my go-to Daima Kid Goku for now. Obviously, the skin tone does not match. The skin tone for, like, I think the standard KW Studio heads matches a bit better. But I still much prefer that head. Oh no, the skin tone is the same on both. So yeah, they're not going to match either way to the Daima sculpt, which is probably on purpose, knowing Tamashi. But yeah, strange to say it, but this head is giving me trouble as well. Come on, Blue Tack, do your job. There we go. So yeah, I would definitely say if you have both sculpts, the KW Studio one works much better for Daima because it's smaller, whereas the Demonical Fit sculpt is a lot better for the GT Kid Goku. Where is the rest of these heads? Just to see them on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, come on, GT Kid Goku. Stand up. GT Kid Goku is really not wanting to play ball with me today, for some reason. Come on, stand at peace. There we go. So yeah, all in all, don't talk to me or my kid brother ever again. But yeah, guys, definitely, if you're willing to customize it, the KW Studio heads are the way to go when it comes to the Daima Kid Goku anyway. For GT Kid Goku, I would stick with either the KW Studio Super Saiyan 3 head or this head that came with the Demonical Fit Super Saiyan 4. So yeah, guys. Oh, and there's one more thing that I forgot to do for a subscriber. So give me 2 seconds and I'll get that done. And there we have it. This is... Oh, I forgot to bring up the camera. There we go. So yeah, this is the Demonical Fit legs with the official upper body, including the face and stuff. So yeah, I think, yeah, all it's really done is even out the heights of these two, which is a bit funny. It turns out most of the height is like proportioned about him, which is probably why the proportions of the demonical fit body actually look better. But yeah, with these slightly shorter legs, the demonical fit one looks terrible. The official Super Saiyan 4 on the demonical fit legs looks pretty decent, to be fair. But yeah, I think the overall proportions are just better with the demonical fit complete, to be completely honest with you. So yeah, I hope that helped with your decision making. Yeah, I'm not sold about this. The only thing that's really holding back the demonical fit one is the shoulder joints, in my opinion. They are a lot more seamless on the official body, whereas there's a bit of a gap here, but I think I can fix that. But yeah, honestly, if you get the official, or if you get the demonical fit version, I would honestly just keep it as is. Like, the demonical fit one looks perfect the way it is, in my opinion. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Again, I have left links in the description to purchase the demonical fit one or the Black Hole Toys one if for whatever reason you like that. KW Studios heads, yada yada. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and until next time, I'll see y'all later.